Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna go ahead and continue this Shattered Pixel Dungeon Warrior run that we're doing. We're currently about to enter floor 16, and this is a Ring of Wealth run, so it's a bit different than normal. Instead of using our upgrade scrolls on any of our other equipment, we're pumping every single upgrade scroll into the Ring of Wealth, and relying on the gear drops that grants us. We did spend an upgrade scroll on the Warrior's Seal, the Broken Seal, before we got the Ring of Wealth. So technically, we're missing one upgrade scroll on this Ring of Wealth, but we're still doing pretty well. As you can see, we've got this +2 projecting Great Shield, which is doing a lot of work for us in combination with the Gladiator's Slam ability. It's given us a real nice mix of tankiness and damage here to survive the floors without upgrading my gear at all. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go through the Dwarven Halls floor. I'm not expecting too many problems here. Let's see. Yeah, we took a little bit of damage there, but we still killed them relatively quickly. And I failed to use any combo abilities there either, so we should be able to do better than that in practice. We have the Timekeeper's Hourglass, which normally the fire elementals in this level cause me a bit of pause, just because they can do a lot of damage if they set you on fire. We're actually okay. So we would normally Timekeeper's Hourglass here. I'm gonna see, since he's only 2 tiles away from me, I might be able to. No, that doesn't work. Okay, well, hoping to find a use for the Wand of Transfusion. I figured that the charm might work, but I guess, you know what, the charm, I think that might only happen if I do it like melee range or something like that. Oh no, it's because he's hostile undead. He takes damage instead of being charmed. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. We're just gonna hope that we can, yeah, charge up some combo. So that's enough for a shield slam for the next enemy we get to. And we lost about 10 more health, so we really would like an armor drop from this Ring of Wealth. Let's go ahead and make use of this boomerang, since especially our projecting Great Shield will allow us to smack this guy anyway. We can build up our combo a little bit with a Clobber, and then I want to get up to the Crush. So I'm going to go ahead and parry here. And then if I attack once, we'll back up, we'll attack again, and we'll just go ahead and crush here. We were saving it to see if the zombie resurrected, but we can just prevent him from resurrecting by killing his partner there. And it looks like this dew plant is going to be pretty convenient here. This garden in general, wow, this is a decent garden. We take those. Ooh, wow, that's 2 seed plants. Fortunately, we're not going to get a ton of use out of the bless plant there. We are going to have to pop that before we step on either of those seed plants, because if we spawn any seeds on top of the bless plant, that will get rid of it anyway. So we're probably not going to be able to make any effective use out of this. Try to do this efficiently. Yeah, that only leaves us with 16 turns of Bless, so maybe if I can get into a fight immediately, I can make some use of this Bless buff, but, well, there's a zombie, so we had a little bit of extra accuracy for this. I think we're gonna go with, well, you know, let's see how much damage a 4-combo slam does right now. It's still doing 39 damage to the zombies, which seems to be a majority of their health pool. Lose some health to the trap tax. What's in here? We have a haste potion, so let's go ahead and... Ooh, plate armor. That is... well, it's blue, so that means it's not cursed. So we can go ahead and equip it to... And it has actually a +2. That is pretty relevant. We're going to move out of range of that Warlock that is pestering us while we're playing with our gear. And then we're going to switch out to this plate armor. I think I also want to, let me see, I believe I took the Runic Transference talent. Yeah, I did. So now that we have, now that we're done with this Thorns, and we're not worried about overwriting the Thorns because we're getting rid of this armor anyway, it's just not enough defensive stats, we're going to go ahead and use these Arcane Styluses on top of the armor with the seal on it. And this will allow us to, let's see what we got. We got Obfuscation. We're probably going to reroll that, but the Warlock is in range of me now, so... see how much that augments our slam, actually. That actually did less damage. I don't know if that's a low roll, or if the Warlock has more armor, or whatever the case is, but we should not have less defensive power. Either way, okay, so we got Obfuscation. Obfuscation is pretty decent, but we're not really relying on vision tricks very much with the warrior run. So we're going to try for something that has a little bit more combat utility. Excuse me, I'm actually fairly unhappy with Repulsion, so I'm specifically going to go ahead and buy this Stylus and try again. Obfuscation again. Alright, I guess we're playing Obfuscation armor. The game has spoken, and who are we to disagree? I'm considering grabbing an Augmentation Stone as well, but... that might make our slam do more damage, but I don't think we want to give up the ability to dodge. Since dodge can prevent like status effects from being hit as well, I think it's a little bit more useful. These are Blessed Champions, which are annoying, but will hopefully be tanky enough that it's not much of a problem. I still do want to make sure that only one can hit me at a time. And it's occasionally dealing damage to me, but it's not a ton. I do wanna switch focus to this Fire Elemental, and we're gonna not use our Time Turner to get closer because we want to save it in case we need to stasis anyway. I'm gonna kill the Elemental for yeah, we're gonna, well, it's gonna keep on dodging us. And now we're gonna go ahead and clear the burn. And we'll eat some food too, since we're a little bit low. This is dicey without getting a, because we specifically need an armor drop from the Ring of Wealth, because at this point that would be a much more upgraded version. Alright, we're getting nowhere just attacking this thing. We might need to engineer a very high combo slam or something like that. But we might be able to do that with these normal zombies getting in the way. Let's parry to make sure we actually get an increase here. Then ideally we want to slam this one in the back here. Maybe projecting will let us do that. Or crush, excuse me, not slam. But no, that's not going to work. Let's see if we can... try it. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna freeze time just because I don't want to risk these enemies repositioning or running out of combo. And then we're gonna crush here. I'm gonna go ahead and use a wand charge. Hopefully this will deal enough damage to kill before they resurrect. And there we go. Got a little bit lucky with the last hit on that regular zombie, but it's not terrible. And evasive zombies are on the worse end of the enemies, or the hostile champions spawns that are possible. Especially with the extra zombie, the ads that we had on that fight that increased the respawn. Step back, we're gonna clobber here, and then we're gonna slam and see if that kills him. If we take a hit here, we're healing, but we're still okay. Let's be safe. We've got 14 healing potions. No reason to be greedy. It's not like we're gonna run out of consumables. It would obviously be a different calculus if we had fewer of them, but standard only play as conservatively as your inventory forces you to. Let's see, I think if we parry here, then that guarantees us the ability to combo finish the other one. It's been a while since we've got a drop, which is a bummer, but I guess that is the way of and it's only more visible to me that the RNG is happening because the Ring of Wealth is making me think about it. I guess every drop in this game is RNG anyway. Scroll of Upgrade. We like that because that raises the floor on our possible equipment drops from the Ring of Wealth. So every odd level of the Ring of Wealth is going to be a little bit more exciting than every even level. Is basically what that means, since because of the way the the game calculates the minimum upgrade level of drops that come from that item. I'm just gonna build combo here, and luckily what's nice is if we don't use a combo finisher, then we trigger cleave and we get like 45 turns here of ability to transfer our combo to the next fight. So I'm not super happy about that weakened. Do we have anything? We don't have anything we want to identify. I think we're actually just gonna leave that here for now, because we'll be coming back to this floor later, and we don't have anything relevant to do with it right now. There might be secret rooms here, but we're gonna essentially sweep the entire dungeon with an exotic, or with a couple exotic magic mapping scrolls once we get to floor 20. And then from above floor 20, we're actually using a magic mapping scroll on every floor, so we should be able to identify every secret room in this playthrough. Man, that's really lucky that we happened to turn the corner into that dwarf warlock, and he didn't get a chance to shoot at us. The projecting affix isn't bad on him. It's actually good on ranged enemies oftentimes. Oh, it's a shame that I don't think I actually want to get... Actually, we're going to drop the mystery meat to turn that all into Carpaccio, which is pretty nice. And then, especially because the fire elemental woke up, I think I'm actually just going to put myself in you know what? I'm going to freeze time around me, just so I can move out of the... This is going to cost 2 charges of the time turner, but now we're here on the fire elemental, and we're not super worried about fighting him there because we've got frost next to us and water in this room, so... we got some gold from the Ring of Wealth. I mean, I'm not unhappy about getting gold, but standard complaining of I wish it was a weapon. Hold on to those Psi. There's very little chance that they're worth equipping over the shield we're wearing right now, so we're just gonna save our consumables. Technically failed to check that chest for being a mimic, but I don't know. They didn't look like a mimic. I'm not in a ton of danger here, so I don't need to be really careful about the mimics. And we're kind of playing a defense build anyway. That's it's kind of very relaxing to play this style of warrior, I think. It's because you don't like, this game can be very draining or very difficult to play otherwise, I think, because you have to think a lot about how to not take damage. And with the warrior, it's like, okay, well, we're investing in defense power anyway, so javelin and invisibility potion, not bad. We have a lot of invisibility potions, don't we? We've got 4, so not an overwhelming amount, but still an amount that we're pretty happy with. Let's continue trying to identify these wands. Oh, that's nice. We got that wand identification. We're actually, we've only got one more wand that we haven't identified yet, so... 3-hit combo. We're going to try to kill this one with auto attacks, maybe get one off here, and then use the slam. Hey, we got a level up too. So I'm actually debating putting more points in strongman, because this increases my strength by a percentage, specifically because we have a a +4 ring of might right now. That getting what is the number? It would increase 18%. So if we have a base of so the ring of might gives us like 5 extra, I believe. Yeah, it gives us 5 strength. And let's say we have a base of 18. 18% strength is actually pretty significant. That might be up to 2 strength. Which is it's getting to the point where the floor on our damage, it becomes pretty relevant. You know, if we're getting +10 on every hit, that it becomes harder and harder to not care about that, I think. Like we get to completely nullify having bad hit chances, and when we happen to high roll, it's still increased by that much more. So it probably is still better to get the shielding, especially as we're taking. That was real bad. I'm actually going to put myself in stasis there and try to just kind of hide until the degraded wears off. Getting hit by the degraded status is particularly bad when you're using the Ring of Wealth, because you really don't want to kill anything while your potential Ring of Wealth drops are nerfed by the degraded on your Ring of Wealth. So, but we managed to get out of the status, and we actually built up enough combo for a slam without taking much damage from that Fire Elemental, so that's pretty nice. Might not be able to use it though. I am not finding enemies here. We've got some fish. I don't really want to bother trying to fish here, though we could actually use Clobber pretty effectively, but I don't care about getting the drops from these fish, so we'll just solve the puzzle room the intended way. Pick up our strength potion. And we'll go ahead and drink it. We're probably just going to lose this combo. Yeah. And we'll go up to 23 strength. I love how volatile and unique Ring of Wealth runs are. It's because you would never, or I would never at least, I would never pump a Ring of Might up to +4. It's just not a thing I would do in normal gameplay. So it is, I think, fun and interesting to see what happens when the game makes those odd gameplay choices for you. Crippled's pretty decent, especially since we have the projecting here. We lost our combo, so we may as well kite for ooh. I think we're going to time turner here, because this monk might possibly be a kill in the quest for that imp, so we're really incentivized to talk to that imp before we fight the monk any further. So I think we're actually going to use all 3, or we're going to use 3 charges to get to, with normal movement speed, every 2 squares you move is 1 charge of Timekeeper's Hourglass. So I'm calculating that. And the Ambitious Imp does want me to kill monks, so that was actually worthwhile to postpone that monk kill. Plus, we're right in melee range of this Warlock, which is where we generally want to be. I do think in this case that the Chaos Elemental next to me is more dangerous than the Warlock is, so we're actually gonna... I think we're gonna start hitting the Warlock, but as soon as the Elemental wakes up, we're gonna switch target and try to kill... Yeah, he wakes up immediately, so we're just gonna start hitting him. Dang, I wish we had... We don't want to clobber the Warlock, and we really don't want to clobber the Elemental either, because we don't want it to get out of our range. So we're just gonna smack it again. That's, it's a bit inefficient here to use a slam, but the slam is a guaranteed kill, and we really don't want the Chaos Elemental doing something unexpected and changing this fight, because right now this fight is pretty, it's pretty set in stone how this is going to go. We might get a really long string of not being able to hit this monk, but as soon as we tag him with something, we're going to slam him, and this should kill him. No, it didn't kill him. Look at that. Let's get some guaranteed damage from a wand. And another Scroll of Transmutation. We should probably consider using these Scrolls of Transmutation. I know we just talked about the benefits of having a ton of extra strength in raising the the floor of damage we're doing, but it is still interesting to consider transmuting this Ring of Might. I'd really rather just wait for other drops from the Ring of Wealth, but I think because we have 7 transmute scrolls right now. That's quite a few. So we really could be benefiting more from those transmute scrolls. Because we have obfuscation on our armor, I'm gonna... Okay, this might look a little bit weird, but I think we should be able to make some grass in these tiles. And then hopefully I can get hidden behind... Oh, but the dew catcher plant actually kind of messes me up. But the Warlock is just steadily moving closer, so we were able to leverage the obfuscation there to get into melee range of the Warlock without using any resources, which is kind of nice, but... I don't know. Obviously, would prefer to have a better armor enchant, but no reason not to make use of the one that we did get. Let's go ahead and just continue exploring. We are starving here, and I think I'm probably going to eat as soon as I'm out of combo, but since I still have 15 turns of cleave yet, I'm trying to look for the next fight, because if I tag that guy once, then yeah, I should be able to free win this and make use of that combo by casting Fury there. So now that we're not saving up combo, we'll go ahead and eat something. Oh, the Carpaccio was pretty good. 34 health on that. It's another benefit, I think, of having all of that extra strength, or not all of the extra strength specifically, but because the Ring of Might also increases your HP. Anything that heals you for proportionally more damage, absolutely, which is it's worthwhile for long-term survival and keeping your health pool high. Because we're trying to maintain our health pool as much as possible, but the only health that really matters is the last one, right? Especially with the amount of consumables we have, we can always bring ourselves back from low HP, as long as we don't lose that last HP, which sounds obvious, but it is worth repeating and thinking about getting lost. It's kind of a boring upgrade because it's not increasing our floor, but able to use the boomerang to eat the parry there, which isn't bad. We are going to clobber this guy, especially with projecting. We get extra value out of clobber. Ooh, we got a Stone of Enchantment drop from the Ring of Wealth there. Still not a piece of gear, which is what we want, but that's never going to stop being trash. Should probably stop saying it. I probably sound like a broken record at this point. We're burning, which is... we don't really want to be burning. I'm going to stasis. I would rather not lose Carpaccio, and there are going to be other enemies that will allow me to... I'm going to fight this monk here until our boomerang returns, and then drag him to... And we're gonna take a bit of extra damage by fighting him the slow way, so that we can put him on the sacrifice altar, but still go ahead and do it. We got a zombie, which is nice. We might be able to find his partner later too. And if you manage to separate the zombies like that, if they get lost for whatever reason, they only actually cause resurrection if they're in range of each other when one is a corpse. So we get a unexpectedly easy zombie kill here. We've actually got a shield slam in the wings, which is pretty nice. We don't want to explore that. Yeah, we're gonna actually not attack here and just hope he aggroes, because we want to save that combo for hitting him a bit harder. Especially because if we attack him, we reset the combo timer back down to 4. But if I just kite him normally, then we get to use the cleave combo timer, which is much longer. And let's go ahead and slam him here. Sweet, we get a Wayward Flail. Not an exciting enough item. What I'm looking for there that I might switch for would be maybe an enchanted Battle Axe or Great Axe or something. Or not Battle Axe, Great Axe. Or maybe like a great sword would be pretty good. Just something with higher base damage. But again, we're pretty happy with the shield for now, because the defensive benefits it's giving us are pretty significant. We're gonna back up and use Clobber here, just to make sure we don't drop our combo. And then we're definitely gonna slam him now. That should kill. Yep. A 5-point slam for 44 damage. It's worth having a rough idea of how much damage each combo finisher is doing at various common levels of combo. We got the Rage Warlock there. Let's examine him to see. He's been scaling for a little bit, but it's still prudent to, and it's only 4 tiles, so we can get to him with 2 turns of Time Turner. That's what we're going to do. And we'll go ahead and kill him. And we just want to make sure we don't let them scale up too high, since the red affix, I call it Rage, but it's actually Growing Champion is the name of it. We've also got another Warlock there, which is kind of unfortunate. We're going to... He hasn't noticed us yet, but he will very shortly. So what I'm gonna try to get 1 more point of movement. And I'm actually... Okay, we're gonna step into melee. We're gonna keep on trying to... He just won't aggro because of the... because of the obfuscation. That's hilarious that that's causing us a problem. Luckily, we're able to use the free turn from Lethal Momentum by killing the other one with the combo to get into melee range of the second one. So it took a little bit of doing there, but we're able to avoid getting our Ring of Wealth degraded before killing some enemies, which is always worth doing. We got Paralytic Gas and Levitation. Not bad. We have combo, so but we're getting close to the end of this floor anyway. Go ahead and eat here because we're down 60 HP, so we'll probably get most, if not all, of the value of that of the regeneration from that food. And we'll start heading towards the next floor. We might look for 1 more monk before we leave, actually, just so we can complete the imp quest. I think we're actually going to do that. And that also allows us to farm a little bit more on the Ring of Wealth. So we'll just run around looking for a monk and killing whatever. We'll try to do it a bit quickly since we're making a video here and we don't want to let the run get too long. Ooh, we got a bunch of zombies. It might be worth saving up a very big crush here. We do want to let the low health one kind of live and hit us. It should be fine. We want to focus on the ones that have more HP. And hopefully now this crush should kill everything. Yeah, it did. We lost a little bit of HP there, but again, we have a ton of max HP, and you know, we're at the point of basically just getting full value out of our food, so that's pretty nice. Still no monk, but we're not mad about more Ring of Wealth farming. Let's see, we don't want to revisit like the specialty rooms because I think the enemies have a reduced chance of spawning there, but that's good. There's our monk. We'll go ahead and just keep on throwing thrown weapons because we're incentivized to stand still until our boomerang returns, because we save an action point because the boomerang doesn't cost an action to catch, but it costs an action to pick up. That's enough to slam them, so we'll kill the monk. Ooh, we got another Chaos Elemental. That's that, what's the word for it? The Rat Fang. The trinket that we got, the rat skull, excuse me. That's the rat skull showing up and being useful for us. So, oh, we got Caustic Oozed. That's not ideal. We're gonna go ahead and wash that off. And we got the Invulnerable one. This one is odd, but we basically are able to just collect items until it wears off. We're going to stay in the water because the water, if he paralyzes us, we're going to be annoyed. But he actually kills himself with his own caustic. So, yep, Chaos Elementals. What can you say? Alright, where was the... I think the imp was up there, so we're going to go ahead and return there. We got another Chaos Elemental. We've got so many scrolls of transmute. Caustic Ooze is not great. We need to, what do we need to do? We're rooted as well, so we're gonna, in the immediate term, we're gonna drink our water skin, which is gonna heal us back up to full. We're gonna auto attack him until we're not rooted anymore, which turns of root remaining. I almost wish we had an alchemy kit. We might, because we don't have a way to wash it off, and we didn't make any aqua brews. So next time we find an alchemy station, we might make an aqua brew or two. It's gonna cost a lot of time turner charges, but we're just gonna freeze time all the way to this water, and then we'll reactivate it once we've cleansed. And that saved us, what was that, 6 or 7 turns of taking 4 damage a turn? So I think that was enough health that we saved. We've got we continue the trend of having infinite transmutes. We still haven't identified the transmute scroll, but we're reasonably sure that that's what this is at this point. Especially because the transmute or the chaos elementals keep on dropping it. We know that that's a transmute scroll. Let's see what our ring is. We got a +2 Ring of Might. We are really playing the big strong warrior this game. I don't think we're going to be equipping that Ring of Might. If we didn't use the blacksmith on the boomerang already, we could consider upgrading our +4 Ring of Might by combining that Ring of Might with it. But as is, we're probably just going to sell it, so we're not going to bother uncursing it or transmuting it or anything like that, just because we actually want to drag this guy to... We want to stand on the dry land of the door while killing the lightning elemental. We get a cleansing potion and a recharging scroll. That's pretty interesting. Cleansing potion might have also solved our ooze problem. I don't actually know what this potion does very well. Immune to all harmful effects for a few turns. So that's probably good to keep in mind that we have available to us. So that we can get out of future harmful effects that we don't like. Let's see, we're about to run out of combos, so we're going to slam now to lower the health on the second one. And we are just getting dodged a lot here, which is unfortunate. Pick up the gold, get the item. We're still pretty high on HP. And because we have such a high health pool right now, we're gonna wait. We're actually gonna wait a little bit long. Ooh, that's interesting. What does this guy have? He's got a lucky katana and scale armor of brimstone. We probably want the kill either way. I think this guy might count as a mini boss too, so that's pretty worthwhile. What are we gonna do to make this kill easier? We're probably gonna start it off by throwing a bomb at him. Light and throw a bomb. And then let's make a, I guess you can make a level 2 ward with only a level 1 ward wandering. I said you couldn't earlier, and I seem to have been wrong about that. We're just going to go ahead and spend as many, and we like doing this because it does magic damage, which isn't affected by armor, and this guy obviously has much more armor than normal, so he should be taking less damage on average, but he's still taking enough damage. And we should be able to keep getting him low enough to the point that he's taking enough damage that Fury will probably work, so we're going to go ahead and Fury him now that we have 10 combo. And that's still a lot of zeros. That's surprising. I guess we want to stick to the only use slam mantra, which we should be able to do now. That should kill him, but nope, it doesn't. Doesn't matter too much though, because we got the kill anyway. Those are both unupgraded, so they're not really worth using, but they're worth a little bit more money. Go and eat a Carpaccio here. That'll satisfy our hunger for a little bit. We didn't get a heal off it, unfortunately. We did get some Barksks in, so maybe we can get into a fight immediately and use that. Oh, we got a Warlock. He hasn't noticed us yet. He still hasn't noticed us, and there we go. He's finally noticed us, but he's already in melee range. So it's another instance of the obfuscation glyph allowing us to save a few charges of time turner, is what we would have probably done to avoid being degraded otherwise. How are our potions doing? We've got 1 potion of haste, we've got 2 potions of levitation. So I think I'm gonna save the haste potion. I might use a couple of Timekeeper's Hourglass charges here, but 2 levitation potions should always solve this room, and we'll probably get another one eventually. So we're actually gonna use our we're going to use our hourglass charges here. We're going to freeze time around me. And we're going to use that to grab this last key. Then we're going to go ahead and save some hourglass charges. And we're going to actually unlock this far chest, because that's going to cause us to move onto safe ground before we spend actions opening a treasure chest. And we'll be able to stand here, open the rest of them. Let's see, we've got another potion of experience, a scroll of terror, Laguz, which I believe is magic mapping, and identify. And then we can either drink a potion of levitation and cross, or we still don't have any blink stones. We could technically fall down the chasm as well, but I don't really think that is something I want to do. I think I'd rather just drink the levitation potion. So that's what we're going to do. We really, really, really want to find an alchemy hut and start turning. Just to start taking advantage of like tier 2 and tier 3 alchemy items. I know they're not like explicitly tiered, but that's kind of how I think of the potions that cost like 4 or 6 energy to make, and then the potions that cost like 16 or 12 energy to make. But, you know, they're usually worth it. They are pretty good. Let's see what a Fury does to a Golem. A worthwhile metric for... Okay, so Fury will not always kill the Golems, it looks like. Ooh, that was an armor drop. I didn't see if that had a flash of light or not. Either way, it's a +0, so we're not gonna be using it. That must not have been a Ring of Wealth drop. Go ahead and kill the monk. We do have another monk there, so I actually want to move into a tight hallway there, just so they can't both hit me at the same time. I don't benefit from both of them being able to hit me. We'll clobber here to ensure that our combo is extended. And then we actually were able to kill him without finishing our combo, so we might be able to chase down that the red glowing monk. There's still 2 monks. But we do really want to kill that red one before he gets to charged. We'll go ahead and parry now to extend our combo. We're actually still going to take a lot of damage though, because we didn't have enough combo to parry everything. We're charging up combo here, so our target that we really want to kill is getting focused, and he's avoiding damage, and there we go. So let's knock off his parry, and then famous last words, Fury should kill him. It does though, so it's good. We'll go ahead and eat. We'll finally spend some of those level ups. I think just because we're probably replacing the Ring of Strength and we don't want to rely on it long term. You know what? Actually, why not? We might end up rolling a Ring of Strength. This is probably the wrong decision to grab Strongman rather than Lethal Defense. You're probably better off just getting Lethal Defense. But there's a chance that Strongman will allow us to get some truly absurd values at the end of the game if we end up transmuting our Ring of Wealth into a Ring of Strength, and that's where it stays or something like that. So we'll go ahead and just get the one that's a percentage increase. That one scales geometrically, so we might get a chance to. And even now, we have 26 strength, so our Great Shield is doing 9 bonus damage due to strength. That's pretty acceptable. Let's grab those consumables we skipped while we were trying to chase down monks and continue exploring the floor, I guess. Nothing here except another secret door. Glad we didn't step on that fire trap. Another monk, wouldn't you know it. We get a chance to get rid of obfuscation, and I think we are going to get rid of obfuscation. It's not completely useless, but it's not great either. We're not worried about getting shot by this warlock, because by killing the monk we get a free turn from lethal haste, so we can immediately move into melee range with the warlock, and we'll just go ahead and slam him so we don't have to worry about preserving our combo and we get a quicker kill. Let's use that stylus to try to reroll swiftness. Swiftness is a pretty decent one. It ends up saving a lot of food, and it's actually pretty relevant for the magic mapping sweep that we want to do before we kill the Dwarf King. So, ooh, we're lucky that we didn't get degraded there, but we're gonna step back and let him come into melee range. We'll go ahead and drink those 2 dew drops. Two dew drops are worth 15 health with such a strong Ring of Might. Gotta love it. That's a red potion, which I think that's levitation, maybe? No, it's mind vision this run. It changes from run to run, so. And here we are. We're hunting for a fight because we've got 11 points of combo charged up. Is that a mimic? It is a mimic. So we're actually gonna fight him a normal way. We're gonna our wand is identified, so we'll be able to turn it into. So we're just gonna keep on throwing ranged weapons. We don't really care much about the damage we're doing, so we don't care which ranged weapon it is. We just want to make sure we're incrementing our combo, and then we'll fury him down once he's adjacent to us. It's a Ring of Evasion and a Potion of Haste. It is an unidentified Ring of Evasion, but we didn't see any wealth particles, so it's probably not upgraded. We screwed up. I stasised instead of time stopping. So I think just because I am already degraded, we're gonna go ahead and kill this Dwarf Warlock, but then I'm gonna kick myself so much if I get an equipment drop from this Dwarf Warlock while I'm degraded. I'm actually just gonna slowly skip turns, and by slowly skip turns I mean do it fast because I don't want to take forever. He's not hitting us for very much, so we can afford to wait out the degraded. And because it would just be such a punishment if we got one of these rare equipment drops while our Ring of Wealth was degraded. We really, really don't like the Warlocks in these floors, and we don't like letting them mess with us. There we go. We got a golem there. The projecting actually allows us to get a lot of. We should, I think, be able to. Yeah, if we're able to get to that spot, the golem actually can't reach us, but he won't teleport away because he sees us, so we can just kill him outright with projecting, which is pretty nice. That's another plate armor that's tempting to check, and we have enough. We'll go ahead and spend an identify scroll on it this time. Why not? Let's see what it is. It's a +1 cursed plate armor, so still not as good as what I'm wearing. Ooh, this is a lot of difficult enemies. We want to consider how we're going to use consumables to make this easier. What are we going to do here? So we're interested in ways to deal extra damage to this monk. We might actually drag them back into this grass and set everything on fire here. I think that's what we're going to do. Let's... Unfortunately, if I just throw the potion, that'll hit me as well. But what I can do is I can freeze time for just a frame, back up, and then throw the potion, and that should spare me. Oh, the potion doesn't actually go off immediately. That's pretty cool. We're still going to end the time turner because we don't want to lose more charges of it. And then we will start carefully attacking with our projecting shield. And we'll just hope that the enemies burn for quite a bit of damage. It does look like it's ending the effect on them, which was a bummer. We're actually going to spend our auto attacks hitting the red golem because he doesn't have high dodge, so we can use him to build up combo. And then let's make sure the monk isn't focused, but I think a slam should kill him at this point. He is focused, so we're gonna have to eat his parry. Eat the parry, and then slam him to death. There we go. And then the golem, he will resist being cheesed with corner strategy, but we can still kill him with a corner strategy here. So we're gonna do that. I think it's worth doing since he's a kind of a dangerous enemy. Take our last hit there. Alright. So, that was a bit of a dangerous situation, but it ended up being okay. And it was actually, oddly enough, it was made easier by the fact that both of those enemies ambushed us at the same time. I think we're just gonna hit this monk with a fury while he's sleeping, because we have it and because it should kill him for free, which it did. We're happy with that. We're also kind of happy by the way that oh, we forgot to jump off the chasm in the previous level. We'll have to remember that. Be able to kill this dwarf warlock. We do, if the golem wakes up, we might want to manually step closer to him just to ensure that he doesn't teleport us away from the warlock, which we did there. And then we've got enough points for a slam, but a 4-point slam definitely isn't killing a golem at this point, so we'll just go ahead and charge it up a little bit further. I could have used parry and clobber to more efficiently charge up that combo, but we're not light enough on consumables that I'm worried about doing that. This is why a Ring of Wealth run is almost always worth doing, because even if like the items you get, the gear you're using, the run itself is kind of loose, the immense amount of consumables cover for any like incremental losses you take from having weak gear on average. I think it's also a decent I think it's a decent tool to like train yourself to play better in the game too, because it really I know for a long time when I was playing this game, I would just hoard consumables like a goblin. I would never use them. And I had a really hard time with even like no challenge runs. So Ring of Wealth runs kind of forcing you to rely on spending consumables, in my opinion. Like, it gives you more experience just using consumables. And I think that's a skill that translates to making all of your runs better, not just Ring of Wealth runs. I feel like there's probably some kind of looping mechanism here, but we're gonna go the long way just because I don't feel like spending time looking for secret rooms. We're just gonna hit this guy until our combo is probably 7 or 8 or something like that. We'll use parry. We'll clobber him, and then we got the vertigo clobber too, which is always pretty nice. And then we'll we're actually high enough combo, and his health is low enough that we're gonna save this combo, go for a cleave. And hopefully the next poor soul we come across is going to be the recipient of a 13-point fury. Oh, we got a Ring of Wealth drop that's another Great Shield. It's a blooming Great Shield this time. So we're definitely going to use it because it's going to be... it should be a minimum of +5. So this thing should be doing noticeably more damage and blocking power. It's kind of a bummer to lose the projecting. We really liked the projecting on the previous Great Shield, but that's how Ring of Wealth runs go. You use the gear that's given to you. We could also transmute it if we wanted to, but the slam is still a pretty relevant combo finisher to use. So we're not unhappy with the Great Shield, and the blocking power that it provides is still super relevant. So even though we're a little bit bummed about losing projecting, it's still worth using the oh, that's annoying. We're gonna put myself in stasis is the wrong one. I always click it. That's the hidden reason that the time turner is worse than the Boots of Nature, is because you can accidentally use the wrong option sometimes. We just want to trigger that trap so that we don't have to deal with it in the future. We can get into melee range of this warlock, so that's pretty nice. Kill him. Working towards our next drop and getting closer to identifying our brand new Great Shield that we're a little bit bummed about, but we're not unhappy with it. Let's say. So we're gonna use a trick. We're gonna let the boomerang hit that guy twice. If you manage to lure someone into the tile where your boomerang is going to be returning, we have to spend an extra action to pick up the boomerang, but the fact that it can hit on a return strike, and that corrosion isn't actually... I guess we should know that corrosion is going to take forever to clear out because it's such a small area that the gas is contained to. So we'll try to explore the rest of the dungeon first. What is... that chest is definitely not a mimic. We'll go ahead and kill this fire elemental. Ooh, I hadn't thought about the fact that blooming is going to make this a lot more dangerous. Luckily, he did not set off the fire there, or the grass on fire, which is nice. We don't technically have to, but we're going to go ahead and drink a health potion here just to stay safe, and because we have a ton. Standard justification. Let's see what we got in this room. We got a focus dwarf monk. And I don't think we're going to be able to drag him into range of our boomerang, but we'll... oh, we got vulnerable on him. That's pretty nice. So now this this slam should get him. Yeah, slam did 66 damage. We can't we don't want to keep that number in mind because it was while the target was vulnerable. So it's not useful as a benchmark for how much damage that should be doing, but it is still a number we're happy to see. There's another scroll of upgrade. That's pretty nice. It's going to raise the floor of our Ring of Wealth drops to 6. So hopefully we can manage another one. And then we've got... let's see if that corrosion gas is cleared up yet. We're pretty close to being... we're gonna time turner here. We're gonna freeze time. This is actually kind of a hidden benefit of the swiftness on the armor too, is that we get more usage out of our time turner, and we're also going to get more usage. We're pretty happy to have swiftness for the run we're getting prepared to do to check for secret rooms through the whole dungeon. So that is a lot of warlocks that we're not happy about, though. We're kind of running low on this. We might want to consider using a scroll of recharging in some way. The corrosion gas is finally gone, which is nice. And what a convenient alchemy hut. Let's see. We'll go ahead and eat this char-grilled meat to get it out of our inventory. Let's go. Okay, so we have a ton of alchemy to do. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and end the video here. Because we're already at 53 minutes. I have a ton of alchemy to do, and it could actually be interesting to see all of that alchemy and see my backtracking run, because it's something that I've spent a while optimizing, and you know, if you're watching my videos to get an idea of how to get an edge in this game, then it's worth knowing that stuff. So, as always, if you guys had any questions, you know, go ahead and leave them in the comments, and I will try to respond. If you want to see any particular class or gameplay element, then let me know, and I'll try to include that in a run. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you next time, and have a good one.